Hey everyone, how you guys doing? Grugs here, Legion Tactical Cutlery. Welcome back, troops, to another Legion premiere. And today I got something pretty badass once again from Sitivien, the Sitivien ST27 in Sleipner steel, 8mm thick stock. I am digging this blade. Okay, what's everybody carrying? Today, I got a couple things I want to show you. I am carrying my auto from Protect, the Godson. Okay, and today, I want to show everybody, I am carrying my SIG Legion P365, baby. What are you all carrying today? Let me know in the comments section or in the chat section. Cool. All right, now let us go over the specs of the Sitivien ST27. Overall length is 12.76 inch. Blade length is 7.72 inch. Blade steel is Sleipner steel. Blade thickness is 8mm. I know some of you ain't gonna like that, but I do. Blade hardness is 60 to 62 HRC. Blade width 1.85 inch. Handle length 5.04 inch. Handle thickness 0.87 inch. Handle material black G10 with red liners. Knife weight 20.72 ounce. And with the sheath is 25.7 ounce. And it features a full Tang lanyard hole, Kydex Sheath, and tech lock. Awesome. Guys, gals, I just want everybody to know before I move on how happy I am that I live in a state now that allows me to carry a handgun. It's awesome, okay? I just don't have the words. I'm just happy that I have something that I can carry now. So, okay, just wanted to let everybody understand my joy of being able to carry in this state. Let's take a look at this badass blade. Again, cannot wait to test this out. And I want to thank the Sitivien reps for sending this to me so I can test it out and show everybody. First things first, I want to show everybody before I get to the blade is look how thick this is, man. Look at that. That's crazy thick. That is crazy, crazy thick. Okay. This is a nice blade. This is a nice drop point. I like the design of this drop point. It does have, you know, a choil, a sharpening choil. I know some of you aren't going to like that, but it is on this knife, and I think it looks pretty good. Small little guard right here. It is a high saber flat grind, as you could see. It has this awesome fuller, okay? And it just makes the blade look really good. Small logo, all right? Not too much jimping, but a small little ramp right over here. You could put your thumb here if need be. Let's see if I can safely put my finger here. It's not really a big finger choil, so if you're going to do some up close and personal work, my recommendation would be to be either very careful or gloves. But that's a nice looking beast of a blade right there, man. Whew. Should be a good all-around use knife. I'm sure it'll do some pretty decent chopping. Check that out. Oof. Spine is a little bit rounded off. It's not that 90-degree feel to it, at least for me. However, you know, once I get out there and test, you can see it's taking off some of my nail material, but, you know, once I get out there and test, we'll see if it will work or not. Because I've been wrong thinking that it wouldn't work, and then all of a sudden it's scraping wood and fat wood like no tomorrow. There is also the choil that we could try you know, to do some scraping if the spine doesn't work out. So I'm always trying to find other parts of the blade that can be utilized for different tasks. Let's take a look at this handle. Another hit from Sitivien as far as handle ergonomics goes, man. It just feels really good, man. It just feels really good. Okay. I could choke up in the front. I could choke up in the rear. Like I said, if you're wearing a glove, you could choke up even a little bit more. Hopefully you won't get cut. But I know some of you are going to like to resharpen your blade a little bit to the way that you guys and gals like your blade sharpened. So you're going to have to make a judgment call, you know, if you're going to put your finger here with or without a glove. But nicely done. A little bit of a bird's beakish area, but it flares out. I mean, it just feels really good, even if you have to, you know, hold it this way to get some more leverage for doing a massive chop of some sort, you know, if you guys are going to do some chopping. Beautifully done scales. It is, the scales are, because of the, you know, the thickness of the steel, the scales are a little bit thinner. I don't know, maybe some of you might have a concern on, you know, if the scales are going to break. I don't remember any G10 scales ever breaking from me batoning. I had some micarta break from another company, but not G10 yet. So I don't think we'll have a problem with this, but I love the texturing. I love the way the look of that handle is. The CNC machining is done very nice. I don't know if this is hand done, hand finished. Probably is. You can see everything is nice and flush on this one, man. Again, I'll just say it's 99% fit and finish. That is pretty good. Lanyard hole does not have protruding tang, although I think it'll be tough enough to baton over here if needed, if need be, if you needed to stick something in the wood. I am impressed with this blade. Okay, just seriously impressed with this knife, man. Really, it's a massive blade. It is heavy, so you need to know that it should be a good chopper and it should be dependable out in the field. Sharpness feels pretty good. This is from my last video. All right, so let's see. Sharpness. Now, see, I'm using the choil, but I've got my finger carefully positioned there. And once again, I was making feather sticks with this knife. As thick as this knife is, they've got that secondary bevel down to a point where I can do this. All right, check that out. See how nice and thin that is? I wanted to do that on purpose, so I showed everybody how awesome that is. So let me just put that down here. Let's take a look. Make sure this is centered right. Let us all take a look at the sheath. Once again, Sitivien opted for a taco style sheath with rivet holes, no slots. No thumb ramp. You know, I just, that's a little frustrating because some of their knives come with thumb ramps and some don't. And this one doesn't even have like a little pinched area over here to push off like the ST28 that I showed not too long ago. But a thumb ramp would have been ideal. I don't know if there's, I don't know what they were thinking at the manufacturers. It's not a deal breaker, obviously, but I love thumb ramps. And I know a lot of you do too, because, you know, pushing these knives off from the sheath is a good way to, you know, to get them out. Tech lock can be configured upright, or scout can be removed completely. for a third-party option, like some kind of a dangler. Let's take a look. Okay, you've got this these tabs here that are adjustable depending on the size of your belt, or they can be completely removed, or one of them can be removed and adjusted accordingly to the width of your belt. Okay, whether you carry it scout or upright, you do have that versatility. It's a nice sturdy sheath. It's pretty thick, as you could see. I like it. Did this have drainage hole? Yep, right there, drainage hole, beautiful. Let's pop the knife in. No up and down play, no rattle with this one. Retention is good, so that's good. That's good news. All right, and again, once again, pretty good looking, even though that the thumb ramp is not there, man. It just kills me. However, it does hug this knife very, very nicely. It looks really good. It looks really good. Awesome, just awesome. So now you're gonna have to be careful, when you're pushing out. So hopefully the reps are taking a look, and maybe they can make some future adjustments on this Kydex sheath. Hopefully, thumb ramp wouldn't disrupt their process at the plant or whatever. But you gotta, it's very little. You can see that right here. It's very little push off, but it's still something. So you could push off the knife and then get it out of this sheath. It's pretty tight, man. So I am really, really, really digging this, man. Wow. This is a crazy knife. And I'm looking forward to testing this out. Awesome. All right, troops. That is it. I hope you enjoy your day. And I just want to thank everybody for taking the time to check this out. Actually, you know what? Before I move on, let me just show you the box. Again, it's a simple box. It's nothing fancy, okay? It's just a simple box, all right? And if you open it up, it comes with a plastic bubble wrap and a little cleaning cloth. I've been learning to appreciate those cloths because they don't lint up, and I like to put a little bit of oil, WD-40 or whatever favorite oil you have, and, clean everything down. So I kind of appreciate that. But this is the box, and simple little logo on here. Sitivien ST27, made in China. And that's it. So you've got a box for storage, or if you're a collector, you want to keep your knives in a box. There you go, man. You have something pretty decent. All right, troops. I think I've gone over everything. If you have any questions, let me know in the chat section. If there's nothing else, let me bring awareness, everybody. Hashtag 22 a day, hashtag 22 a day no more. There are veterans and active military. Once they get out of the service, they do face a lot of challenges. Unfortunately, one of these challenges is suicide. So once we're done with this video, go check out the comment section and the description section. I'm going to have phone numbers that you can call, websites that you can surf, and a heartfelt message from one of your own, Vietnam veteran, 66 to 69. His name is Martin Miller. Please seek the help you all have earned and deserve. Troops, Legionnaires, new recruits. Until I can get out there and test this, at the ready, hold the line. Take care.